Welcome to the Ron's T-Bone Shed Show. I've got two trombones I'm going to showcase tonight. They're both from different companies, and they're both kind of on different sides of the spectrum here. So we're going to start with this one right here. I've seen a few other reviews done on this recently. This is the Bisher 400 model 442. Comes with a 500 bore. It's a Titan fit. You know, it's not a pressure fit, friction fit, or a tenon screw. It's got a Titan fit in here. Some modern Wrath jazz trombones are still using this feature. Anyway, I just got done buffing this one up today, so it is quite beautiful. It's got a 7-inch bell, and if you look at that flare, look at this. Look how nice and narrow this starts, and then it starts to widen quite quickly, and it's very broad here. Kind of reminds me of the Yorks. So Bisher, and then it's sort of got, I don't know if this is a French bead, but it's folded and flattened on the edge here, and it's not a really big bead. So based on my research, this was really designed as a jazz solo horn back in the 1930s. It was only made for a couple of years, I think 1930 to 1936, right around there. So that was the height of when, like, the King jazz horns, the Liberty, the 2B, the solo were all coming out also at that time. This is just absolutely beautiful. The nickel and the design is quite elegant and telling of the time of the 1930s and that whole Art Deco era. I'm going to be playing this on my Dennis Wick 6BS because it's a 500 bore. It's kind of narrow too, so it's going to be kind of uptight against my neck, but I mean, look at the throat on this thing. Here we go. It is so fat and mellow and warm. You know, I've had this in my collection for the last 2 years. I haven't really sat down to play this. It's actually the first time. I'm like, oh my God, this is incredible. It is so warm. I mean, put the mic right up there. Dance band. This is crazy good. I do have another one that I had worked on, but like I said, I barely play them because I've just been so busy with the more conventional stuff. Bisher 400, 1930 to 1936. If you can find one, holy smokes, this is incredible. So, yeah, and check this out. Okay, so it's got an asymmetrical slide down here, which was a feature of this whole 400 thing. You want to see something kind of bizarre? Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's an asymmetrical slide. And same with the tubes down here. And for a horn of this age, these tubes have like no wear on the tubes. And then of course, when you take the horn apart, what else looks bizarre here? Look at that. See, it's all right in line with that whole asymmetrical design, but that throaty sound, holy smokes. One more time, let's try something else here. Bad, throaty, and warm, just like me. Anyway, all right, so here's the next one. Of course, I'm sure the Dennis Wick 6BS contributed a lot to that. This is the H.N. White American Standard. You may have seen this. Check this weight out here. So this was not necessarily starting off as an American, as a H.N. White. This came about after H.N. White acquired the Cleveland Music Instrument Company. And what did they acquire with the Cleveland Music Instrument Company? The Cleveland Superior, which was their pro jazz horn. You've seen it reviewed by me. You've seen it reviewed by Samuel Plays Brass. He just did one recently. He basically took a lot of my information, he expounded on it, and did a way better video than I did, which is cool. So Sam, I challenge you to do a review on the American Standard. Okay, so 7-inch bell, maybe a little larger than 7. I believe it's the same slide as the Superior because it's got the same tenon nut here, and basically it all looks very King to me. So I believe that this would be interchangeable with probably the 2B and the Cleveland Superior. But this is mostly all brass. And in their advertising catalog, they were saying that the American standard was for the beginning and advanced student, made with the professional qualities, or the same qualities as their professional instruments. And I wouldn't doubt it. H and White King have always made fantastic instruments. It's even got the nice round crook here that you would find on like a 2B and a 3B. So, and this one's in really good shape too. I mean, I did, refinish it. So here we go. One more here. So this is really tight. And I'm playing this with the H and White True Tone number 28 mouthpiece. So I would beg to say that this is a lead jazz horn, regardless of the fact that it's mostly brass and it was marketed towards a student. The way it's designed, with all the features and build and dynamics of a dynamics, I guess that's the right word, of you would find in the Cleveland Superior, or even like the King Liberty of the day. And this was made from, I believe, from the 1940s all the way up into the early 1960s. My research says that they later transitioned this model into the tempo. Okay, so one more quick little play on this. It's got that King sound, it's got that brightness, it's very snappy. If you see one of these, I found this one, I believe, on Shop Goodwill. You don't see them very often, but when you see this counterweight, that's the American standard. And of course it says that, so on the bell here, you're not going to see it too much, but you can see that there, the American standard, made by King Craftsman for H and White. Anyway, hope you enjoy this episode. Some cool, really old horns here. That Bisher 400 is just crazy. Is it Buescher or Bisher? Well, I found an ad that Bisher put, and it said in parentheses, pronounced like Bisher, B-I-S-H-E-R. Then, you get some people who are German. They go, it's Buescher, it's Buescher, and somewhere in there. Okay, all right. Since my last name is Seilinger, I'm just kind of guessing at it. All right, bye-bye.